Almenirez from Ireland. I suck, guys. I know. I can't read. I can't see. Um, Sorry for the delay. My regular video ran longer than I thought it would. Well, actually, it took me longer than I thought it would to process the video and upload it to YouTube. So that was one delay. Two, I've been having a lot of camera problems lately. So, I'm just using my webcam right now because my camera is doing something weird with the audio, keeps cutting out. So I had the choice today with the video I just uploaded. Either my voice would be in sync or Alex's voice would be in sync with the video. So I went and chose my voice. So that's why she was off. But I have to play with it more and figure out what the hell's going on. So, hi, Sarah from England. I love my international audience. I do. I love that we're global and we're from all over the place. So, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about before I get started with Little Cringe. First of all, I hate to bring this up, but what do you guys, has anyone been following what's going on with Narc Alert? Now, I kind of like see what happened to Narc Alert as a cautionary tale. I used to be a big fan. I joined her not Streamlabs. What is that called? Discord. Hello. Back when Kicking Geese and her were together. I joined because I became a member of Kicking Geese, so I was grandfathered into the Discord. So I don't have a lot of time to really follow, but apparently the Discord got shut down. And now I guess Narc Alert's not doing any more like Amberlynn Reid reaction videos. I don't know. They turned against her. Like they meaning people were making videos about her. I don't know. I guess she is a narc, but a lot of us are, especially here on YouTube. You kind of have to be. It's like in politics. You can't be in politics unless you're a narcissist. I'll get it eventually. I almost said narcolepsy, which is something completely different. But I see the Narc Alert as kind of like a caution for me. I'm worried. So right now I'm making videos. I'm just going for it, but there may be a time in my near future where I can't do this anymore. So I'm just telling you now, and if I have to pull the plug, I will let you guys know. And no, it won't be because somebody's going after me, because I refuse. All right? Just like when this whole Alexandra Rodriguez thing first popped, I guess I wasn't tough enough on my reaction to her first video or her coming out video of what she did. First of all, I was, at camp. Second of all, I mean, it's kind of par for the course for Alex. Like, she's just a fucking idiot, and she knows no common sense. None. She has no common sense. So, I had Reddit threads. How boring I am, how whatever I am, I don't even know. I don't even care. But just know that YouTube, especially this genre of YouTube, and a professional job don't really go hand in hand. So, but that's that for that. Let's see. One of these days, guys, I will get good at these, and then I'm going to retire from YouTube.
The following video contains discussion of publicly reported allegations, internet commentary, and sensitive topics involving abuse and family conflict. This content is intended for commentary, analysis, and opinion purposes only. We do not reveal identifying information about victims or minors, and nothing presented here should be interpreted as verified legal fact. Viewer discretion is advised. Unpopular opinion? Bitch, it's the only sane one left in this clown car of generational rot. Nancy out here LARPing as devoted mother when in reality she was straight up pimping.
That's what I tried to kind of say. That it's really her mom's fault too. Like, hardcore. Because if I had heard that my ex-husband was, you know, bothering a, now I guess this girl was adopted from another marriage. I guess his next marriage, he adopted a child. I'm not really 100% sure on the timelines, but, I don't know. If I found out my ex did something like that, I would not let my daughter anywhere near him ever again. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on the actual timelines. Like, who did he adopt this girl with? Like, was there a second wife, or I'm not really sure, but let me know if you know.
Her own kid out to a predator she already knew was a predator. Like, hello? He's not Roger, misunderstood poet. He's Roger, the registered CSA who belongs on a government list, not in your
He is on a
fucking living
government
room
list.
calling your underage daughter. And Nancy didn't just allow it. She gift wrapped it, slapped a bow on Alex, and shoved her at him like, please, baby, come home.
And what I was saying before, sadly, when somebody's a PDF file, the time they get caught generally isn't their first time, which is disgusting. And like, I hope nobody's ever had to experience that, but it probably wasn't his first time. You don't just wake up one day and say, yeah, I'm 15-year-old. Sorry.
Home, the bills ain't paying themselves. Nancy's whole strategy was basically, if I dangle Alex in front of Roger long enough, maybe he'll crawl back to me and I won't have to work a
That's a nice view of Alex.
fucking shift in my life. Narc energy through the roof. That blessing in disguise wording, 1000% something this woman said through a cloud of cheap wine breath. Because who else spins trauma into Hallmark bumper stickers? And Alex, yeah, she's not a clueless toddler in Oshkosh overalls writing these letters. She was almost 20, with a damn YouTube channel already lined up like, I'm a boss babe dictating morality to women. She chose to cape for her predator dad, and then at 30, still cozying up to him while house shopping and baby planning. That
Yeah. Love these two pictures.
ain't childhood manipulation anymore. That's willful ignorance. She's the human embodiment of I didn't read the terms and conditions, except the TNCs are a fing rape conviction. But Nancy's hands? Filthy. No soap strong enough. She raised Alex in delusion, fed her narc Kool-Aid, never prioritized therapy, never put boundaries in place, just...
So wait a second. He took this kid. That's even worse. That is even worse. So I'm going to throw up again. I hope not.
let the predator pipeline keep flowing like it was a family fucking business. The result?
That poor girl.
Alex grew into a smug, stunted adult who weaponizes victimhood and treats supporters like garbage while still pretending she's morally superior. Spoiler alert, the whole family is just rotten onions stacked in a trench coat. At this point, Nancy and Alex are basically running a PR campaign for the My Predator Dad Isn't That Bad cinematic universe and expecting us to clap. Nah. If you televise generational trauma while trying to gaslight the entire internet, don't cry when people start lighting torches. Nancy needs to be dragged right alongside Alex. Two sides of the same diseased coin, both allergic to accountability, both cosplaying empathy while leaving actual victims in the fucking dirt. Nancy and Yar hate each other like it's a never-ending telenovela sponsored by Dollar Tree wine coolers and expired Ozempic. Alex is out here pretending Nancy got over the jealousy like, how? Nancy never gave a damn.
Not that the not that the actual division of Christianity, but I don't know.
When Alan was living in Alex...
Because I think Alex was baptized Catholic, so I don't think they baptized the baby, though, Anderson.
His house.
Or Sonny Boy, which is terrible.
Probably eating her snacks and hogging the couch, but suddenly Yardog shows up, starts siphoning money out of Alex's wallet like it's a gas pump, and Mama Narc goes DEFCON 1? Yeah, no coincidence. Picture it. Nancy on that live asking Yar those weird intrusive-ass questions. So, what's your social security number, and have you ever cheated on Alex with a cousin? Not because she's curious, but because she wanted him to sweat and f off. Petty sabotage at its finest. That's not concern, that's a narc hissy fit because someone else finally got the puppet strings. Let's talk food prison. Narc Nancy was basically Willy Wonka of obesity, keeping Alex stuffed and slow so she wouldn't run too far from mommy. You think that girl had a shot? Raised in a family diner, probably sneaking fries by the handful, binges weaponized as therapy.
I don't know. Do you guys think Yar really though, or Nancy really made her fat? I think Alex made herself fat, like coping mechanism. Although I think Nancy has weight problems too, most of the time.
Stress eating like an Olympic sport. Then Nancy carts her to Mexico for WLS at 16, not because she gave a damn about Alex's health, but because she hated her own reflection and wanted.
Okay, guys. So Alex's grandfather also wrote a letter, as well as Nancy. All right. I apologize. This is a very narrow view, but people in New England. I mean, I love you guys. My husband's family's from New England, and this is how I feel. Very confident. They're just different. Like, they're just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm insulting all of New England. I don't mean to, but people in New England do things that are not rational. Okay? Like, I can't explain it. I wish I could explain it, but I don't want you guys to come for me, but I'm telling you. It's just something about that culture, like in Maine. I could see this happening in Maine. Oh, because I did see it happen in Maine. Oh, maybe that's why. So, yeah, we don't play that in my family, though, even though my husband's from New England. I'm from the South. I might as well be from Latin America because where I live is not it's South Florida, but it's not the South. It's Latin America. But, yeah, we don't put up with that shit. We're very serious about family here. And we don't go and, write letters for people like that. No.
Wanted a mini-me to take the shame bullets. That's generational narcissism on steroids. And yeah, Nancy definitely
I think it's too cold in Maine. That's the problem. They have 2 things to do. 3 in the winter. I'm sorry. All right, fine, come for me. But listen, they can drink, they can smoke, and they can have sex. That is the extent of their activities in the winter. Florida, it's not like that. We got a lot of things to do here, maybe. I don't know.
That Alex was cuter than her for a good stretch before she bloated her up into a human beanbag chair. Classic narc move. Keep the competition chunky so the compliments don't dry up. That's why fat friends get fed lines like, "You're beautiful as you are," while being shoved another plate of loaded nachos. Fake support, sabotage. Meanwhile, Yardog strolls in with his broke, manipulative ass.
Not yard dog, Yardog.
Convinced he's Big Daddy controller. Cuts off her friends, gets her to liquidate her life.
Do you really think Yar's the problem why she has no friends? I don't agree with that, little cringe. I do not agree. I think Alex got rid of her friends just by the way she acts.
Pay off his debt, swap cars, move closer to his family. Man's playing Monopoly with Alex's finances. No job, no contribution, just vibes and control. Nancy hates him.
And I also don't see Yar as controlling. I see Alex controlling Yar because she needs to fit the "I'm married" bill. So, what is this supposed to... What is this? Oh, yeah, look at this. I just saw that. I just saw the reflection. Holy shit.
And because he snatched her narc crown. Yar dictates now. Alex stopped traveling, stopped dressing up, stopped giving a shh. She's basically Yar's oversized houseplant, fed, watered, and left in the corner while he drains the Wi-Fi. So yeah, Alex is a mess, but Nancy and Yar are locked in a Hunger Games of who gets to control the fattest puppet. Spoiler, Alex loses either way. If Big Al lies to the subs like it's a full-time job, you better believe she lies to Yardog too. Girl probably hit him with the hallmark, "My daddy abandoned me. It was all a misunderstanding. The evil justice system framed him. Hawa cry with me sob story while batting her sausage fingers like eyelashes." Ain't no way she dropped the full pedo daddy PDF in his lap day 1. Narcs don't tell the truth. They curate it.
Well, especially because Yar had his own very troubled childhood.
Like it's an Instagram grid. And Yar? Man didn't check shit. You think he opened Google? No. He saw the bag, the Benz, the suburban princess life, and said, "Sign me the f*** up. Trauma bond? Maybe. More like cash bond." He didn't give a damn if Daddy Dearest was locked up for jaywalking.
I watched too many body cam videos. Cash bond. Oh.
Or genocide. His eyes were on that Amazon account and his name on the lease. But here's the plot twist. The internet did what the internet does, exposed every skeleton, threw it on a projector, and now his family's side-eyeing him like,
I
you brought
hope
our
they are.
grandbaby into the orbit of a convicted CSA? That ain't
Wouldn't it be cool if Yar's family came out like Amberlynn Reed's ex-girlfriends? Wouldn't that be great? Or like Aunt Tammy? It'd be awesome. Tell all. Do it, Yar's sister. I should doubt they will.
a good look, dog. If I was his relatives, I'd be lawyering up and cutting ties. Like, you don't let your kid call her aunt when she's parading predator pops around family functions like he's Santa Claus. The he didn't know crowd wants to give him a pass, but nah, I'm not handing out sympathy coupons to this grifter parasite. He got special permission for Daddy Predator to attend the f***ing wedding after he violated parole.
Why would they want to hurt him there, too? Boy, Jesus. Where did this... You guys say when they call you ugly and fat. We got this from Reddit, didn't we? Little cringe. Is she really this big? Yeah, I guess she really is this big.
You telling me that wasn't a red flag big enough to cover the whole reception? He knew enough. He just didn't care because he was living rent-free in Alex the Hutt's bag of gold.
Alex the
Now
Hut.
the tide's turning, the money's thinner, the family's pissed, and suddenly Yar looks like he's been living in an icebox. Vlogs colder than Elsa's tit. He doesn't even look at her like a wife anymore.
No.
Just a
Or
giant
less.
ATM with feet. That's why she's tiptoeing around him, scared he'll finally pack up his broke boy beard oil and bounce. He's not some oblivious saint who just found out yesterday. He's a leech. He knew enough, ignored the rest, and played the game because the lifestyle was sweet. Yar's only mad now because the gravy train comes with public shame, and even he can't gaslight his family into co-signing pedo-in-law Thanksgiving. Surely there's no return, right? Like once you drop the my dad's a convicted CSA, but actually let me play defense attorney on YouTube bomb, you don't bounce back with a Bath and Body Works haul. That's not a take a little break, come back refreshed scandal. That's...
Well, and then people on Reddit were saying, and they have a good point, that she never really did take a break. She just didn't upload.
career
She
genocide.
can't tell the truth about
No
anything.
sponsor wants their mascara associated with pedo PR. Even Morphe wouldn't stoop that low, and they'll collab with literal TikTok wallpaper. And the money? Toast. Big Al's brand deals were the IV drip keeping that bougie lifestyle alive. 2 Teslas, house cleaner, mountains of home goods tchotchkes, Amazon packages breeding in the garage like rabbits. None of that runs on
Amazon packages breeding. I love that.
Yarmane's little public school accountant paycheck. That man isn't
Hey, be nice to accountants.
bringing home Wolf of Wall Street money. He's bringing home maybe a decent Cape Cod vacation if you coupon hard enough money. New England is expensive as
I can
property
imagine.
taxes alone could bankrupt a normal family. If they were smart, they'd have dumped all that YouTube cash into paying off the mortgage. But nah, these two have the financial literacy of a scratch-off ticket addict. Gucci gym equipment, expensive
Hold on.
lawn toys.
I skipped. That was scratch off lottery ticket addict. I wonder if she has a retirement fund set up. I mean, I hope she does, and I really hope she sets a college fund up for Anderson, or she just maybe assumes he's not going to go to college.
Toys, designer everything. They've been LARPing as millionaires off AdSense and sponsorship crumbs. And when that faucet shuts off, it's ramen and tap water, baby. And Yar, don't hand him a savior arc. Dude's a parasite. He clocked the hustle from day one, said he liked her drive, which is code for I like her wallet. He doesn't love her. He doesn't even like her. Watch how he
Who does?
touches her like a coworker at a retirement party. A fucking pat on the shoulder, like, good job, big guy. The intimacy of a Walmart receipt. He's in it for the bag, always has been, and once that bag's empty, he's ghosting faster than her sponsors. The stands will still lap it up, of course. Doesn't matter if she's defending
No, I would like to see Yar man up and lay down the law, guys. I mean, she's not doing the right thing. And it would be the opposite. If Yar would be, like, supporting a PDF file as a mom, I'd put a stop to that, like, yesterday.
predators, lying through her double chin, or literally steaming a fresh turd onto camera. There's always going to be a squad of parasocial freaks crying, "Leave her alone," while writing fanfic about her Teslas. She could commit a war crime, and some hater hall monitor would be in the comments like, actually, she's just misunderstood. But the reality? They're unless Big Al has a secret Roth IRA stashed behind those dusty Bath and Body Works candles,
I don't think so.
their days of living bougie are numbered. Strip away YouTube, and you've just got a washed-up beauty guru cosplaying rich housewife while her broke husband refills the printer ink at a school district. That lifestyle is not sustainable. It's a ticking time bomb with a Gucci bow on top. Redemption arc. Bitch. Alex the Hutt couldn't find redemption if it was marked with a Google Maps pin and Nancy was driving. This isn't some petty influencer scandal where she lied about a tummy tuck or used the Paris filter on Instagram. She is out here doing pedo PR while cashing checks off gullible stans. You don't bounce back from that with a tearful notes up apology and a coupon code. Yeah! She'll keep a little army of ride or die sea hags foaming at the mouth in her comments, but sponsors? Gone. Big deals? Gone. Casual viewers? Gone. YouTube at large, she's now in the same category as Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty, eternal hate watch livestock. Not canceled, not forgotten, just immortalized as a cow to be milked for snark until the internet dies. Honestly, that's worse than getting...
So the little bit of tax I know, she has an LLC, right? So that means it's not on her personal tax return. So like me, I'm not an LLC. I just put it as like Schedule C on my regular 1040. Schedule C's from where you get like independent contractor, or I forget what it's called, guys. I don't know. But so what she probably does is everything in her life gets
booted.
Paid through the LLC. So what happens is she's able to, and she probably pays herself a salary too, because then what happens is at the end of the year, any profits are rolled up into her personal through a Schedule K1. So it's her LLC has a separate tax return. So I bet you $1 to a donut. She either breaks even or she makes a very tiny profit or a loss. And that's how they get away without paying much taxes. And they pay her through, like, she probably gets a paycheck through her LLC. So this way she doesn't get double taxation through her personal. It's kind of in the weeds, but I know how they do it, but they're probably doing it wrong. Because also every time she gets PR, that's income, even though it's like a thing, you know? She still has to pay tax on the value.
Become a punchline franchise. And let's be real, her only real pivot is sleaze. Feeder fetish, mukbang hell, OnlyFans where she farts into mason jars. That's the market left for her. But an actual redemption arc? Nope.
I don't remember the OnlyFans where she farts into mason jars.
Not unless she pulls the full Shane Dawson protocol. Vanish for a year, come back healed, cry on camera, reinvent herself as a reformed saint, and hope people have goldfish memories. The problem is, Shane's scandal was gross. Hers is supporting a violent pedo. That's a different beast.
Yes,
but here's the kicker.
I can't help it, Jennifer Lewis. I live, breathe, and eat accounting. It's really sad.
She's too damn lazy and narcissistic to pull off redemption. A real arc would mean cutting off Daddy Predator, cutting off Narc Nancy, actually being honest with her audience for the first time in her fucking life.
No, she lies about the dumbest things. We just saw that on how she spills formula by her changing table. That is the stupidest fucking thing to lie about. Like, hello? Are you dumb? Like, boys pee. It's okay, Alex. You don't need to lie about stupid shit. Like, oh, I dropped formula next to the changing table. Like, what, Alex? You drink coffee while you're on the toilet?
And showing some growth.
And thank you, that one chick. You're so nice for always gifting memberships. You're just awesome.
But Alex doesn't grow. She respawns at the same checkpoint.
And yes, welcome, Shroopy Noopers.
Makes the same mistakes, speedruns denial, and gaslights everyone into oblivion. So, no, this isn't a redemption arc. This is a hate watch eternity. She'll still vlog. She'll still slap ads on her weekly reset snooze fests, and people will still watch just to roast her, but the bag will shrink like her personality. Alex the Hutt's career won't end with a bang. It'll just deflate into mukbang. Cut ties? Bro, Alex couldn't cut ties if you handed her a machete and pointed at a shoelace. This whole letter to my dad charade was as authentic as her "I'm totally a size 16" delusion. You don't wait until your podcast launch week to suddenly find moral clarity. That wasn't growth. That was a PR diaper change. She dropped 400 copyright strikes like she was trying to Thanos snap her critics, then rolled out the crocodile tear. My
I don't think she actually did 400. I think I took the brunt of that.
dad's a monster video. That's not healing. That's SEO damage control. And let's not even get started on Grandpa writing a support letter to the court for Roger. Like, the family tree isn't even rotten, it's radioactive. Every branch dripping with enablers, every root strangled by denial. Nasty Nancy, silent as a church mouse with a guilty conscience. No apology, no accountability, still backing Roger like he's the star quarterback. And then Yard. Oh, Yard. My dude signed off so Roger could legally be around kids at the wedding, including baby Anderson. That's not caught in the crossfire. That's co-signing a predator at your nuptials.
Could you imagine?
This isn't
I'd
just
be so
dysfunction,
pissed.
it's family-wide rot. Zero empathy for the adopted sister then, zero now. Alex never once centered the victim in her apology. No remorse, no acknowledgement, no humanity. Just strategic phrasing to paint herself as so brave for speaking out. Meanwhile, the reality is ugly. She still doesn't believe her dad's a threat, she still circles the wagons around him, and her whole clan treats the victim like collateral damage. And the kicker? Guests at that wedding weren't even warned. They had their kids in the presence of a convicted pedo without consent. That's not just manipulative. That's reckless endangerment.
Well, because you wouldn't think you need to cross-check the guest list against the SO list. So that's really not fair. And I'm sure there were people that didn't even know.
Wrapped in a white dress. Imagine trusting Alex with your RSVP, not knowing you were walking your children into a parole violation photo op. So yeah, anyone believing she cut ties is smoking whatever Nancy's been huffing since the 80s. This wasn't an epiphany. This was brand triage. And the audience knows it. Once you show that level of cold-blooded calculation, you don't get redemption. You get permanent villain status. Bruh, the way she clings to that word father like it's some sacred title instead of the human embodiment of empowering and money. To catch a predator blooper reel is insane. This man was a ghost until prison mail call, and suddenly she's waxing poetic like he's Finn Atticus Finch. It's not respect, it's fetishization, that fairy tale, perfect dad fantasy Nancy carved into her skull like malware.
When it doesn't exist, you can't just make it up.
Alex treats the word like a brand name. Like if she calls him dad enough times, maybe she'll manifest the Hallmark card family she's been LARPing her whole life. Meanwhile, the victim? Zero acknowledgement, zero compassion. She downgrades rape to sex with a 15-year-old like she's negotiating the charges on a plea deal. That's not accidental phrasing, that's PR bleach. It's deliberate distancing. Keep the predator human, keep the victim faceless. And yeah.
Wait a minute. He works for the school board as a comptroller? That's scary.
I'll say it. Sounds exactly like what Nancy spoon-fed her. Bet money Nancy framed it as, that little slut ruined your father, because that's what narcissistic moms do. They rewrite abuse until their own kid carries the shame. And you can see the fallout everywhere. Alex idolizes dad energy so hard she treats Yar mowing the lawn like it's a Greek tragedy. Bro pumps gas.
How cute is that little guy? Oh my God, I just want to scorch him.
Alex narrates like it's The Notebook. It's not love, it's kink-coded father worship. Yar isn't her husband. He's the prop filling the hole Nancy drilled into her about you're nothing without a dad. It's parasitic. It's creepy. And it explains why she weaponizes family aesthetics while her actual kid is sitting in a corner clapping alone in the dark like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. This isn't trauma confronted. This is trauma monetized. Alex won't ever cut Nancy off because Nancy is both the abuser and the cheerleader, the only audience she's ever had. That's why Alex's video wasn't an apology. It was a casting tape. She was performing the role of brave daughter confronting evil dad, while still protecting him, still elevating him, still keeping that fetishized father figure pedestal polished. And that's the sickest part. She identifies with him. Same manipulative streak, same pathological lying, same lack of empathy. She's not horrified by him. She's competing with his charisma. You see it in the fake gravitas, right? The crocodile tear delivery, the way she brags about his presence, even when it's toxic. That's emotional incest 101. Blurred boundaries, flirtatious undertones, a daughter who thinks proximity to her predator dad equals validation. So yeah, she didn't just fail with that truth about my father video, she exposed the rot. Not just her dad's crimes, but Nancy's grooming, Alex's unresolved abuse, and the whole family's warped moral compass.
That's right.
And now she's raising Anderson in the same circus tent of denial, lies, and exploitation. The body keeps the score? Nah. Alex keeps the score, but only when it makes her look like the tragic lead in a story where she's actually the villain. The word father in her mouth isn't respect. It's a kink, a wound, and a weapon all at once. I'm just going to say it. Alex's whole distance from this shit isn't morality. It's jealousy with a fresh coat of YouTube influencer lighting. People keep softening it by calling the victim her stepsister, like Roger just married into someone else's kid. Nah. He adopted that girl.
So, yeah, that brings up a good point. She's like jealous of her in a way, in a sick, twisted way. I mean, Lil Cringe just hit the nail right on the head.
Legally, that's his daughter, which makes her Alex's half-sister, period.
Yeah. How come she doesn't say half-sister?
Adoption isn't a side quest. It makes you blood on paper. And that means when Roger abused her, he wasn't just a pedophile, he was an incestuous pedophile. The full boss fight. That's the part everyone keeps glossing over because it's so grotesque, people's brains short circuit. And here's where the rot sets in. Alex has zero empathy for her sister because...
Yeah, she does. And by the way, this picture makes me laugh. Who the fuck is that?
Deep down, she sees her as the replacement kid, the one who got the father Alex never had. Roger ditched Nancy and Alex, then went and built a new family, became present for someone else's daughter, and Alex has been marinating in that resentment ever since. In her head, the victim isn't a victim. She's the girl who took dad. So when he finally reached out from prison, Alex jumped at the chance like he was returning from war, not from violating his own child. She doesn't see manipulation, she sees validation. And that's pathetic as hell. Nancy's no better. She's stunted at 13, calling her man's adopted daughter a temptress, like this was some soap opera instead of her husband being a predator. Instead of putting Alex in therapy, she fueled the narrative. Roger left because of that girl. So Alex and Nancy both frame the victim as the homewrecker, while ignoring the fact Roger legally bound himself to that child just so he could groom her. The ultimate...
That's disgusting. Like, there's your PDF files, and then there's this. This is another level, because that poor girl couldn't escape.
Trap, the most depraved grooming possible. That's why Alex hides him at her wedding, lets him lurk in Florida, then goes silent online until the scandal hits, because she knows. She knows it's indefensible, but she'd rather risk being canceled than risk admitting her sister deserves compassion. She cosplays empath for clicks. But in all these years, she's never once said, I'm sorry for what my sister went through. Not once. And she never will. Because in her warped view, that girl wasn't her sister, she was the thief. So yeah, this is the hill Alex is dying on. Protect daddy's ghost, resent the sister forever, and keep the spotlight polished no matter how ugly the truth gets. She'd rather be branded a pedo apologist than mutter 1 ounce of sincerity. Because to her, empathy isn't weakness, it's competition. And Alex doesn't share the stage, even with blood.
All right. Well, what do we think? Let's just see. Hold on. I just got a phone call. Hopefully my sound didn't just fuck up. Probably did. Okay. Let's just take a peek and see if there's any comments. Yar calls her bro. Just proves the point. The why may be more shallow than Alex's hurt ego. I'm still wondering if the pedo's family has found trust that Alex has to play nice to get her hands on. That may explain why Yar continues to play along. That's very sad and dark. She does not have a jaw or chin. Very true. I always believed she was demonic in her jealousy of the sister. Yeah, she sure is. Weight loss surgery at 16 in Mexico. Wow. I knew it was bad. I didn't know those details. Holy F. Yeah, I didn't realize until this video either. Is so not only did she want her to have weight loss surgery at 16, which they weren't doing then because they did her a not the sleeve. What do you call that? The band, right? So they did that at 16. Now they will do weight loss surgeries on younger kids, but definitely not the band. And I definitely wouldn't go to Mexico for my 16-year-old. So you're talking discount surgery on 18. Okay, Nance. Oh, thank you, Jennifer Lewis. I really appreciate the super chat. You rock. Egg on legs. But she still gets PR packages. Yeah, she does. I don't know how. Just an absolute horrible person. Prayers for the child in that house with her. And then, God forbid she has another. God forbid it's a girl. God. Please, don't do this to us. Don't do this to that child. All right. Interesting stuff, guys. Well, let's see. All right. I think I'm going to close up early. I think I've taken enough time off to puke. I am going to probably not post this, but I will repost it. I'm going to edit it and repost it to get out some of the kinks and breaks. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, that is about it. I really do thank each and every one of you who are here now and who've been there all along for me, because it's probably been a really bad summer. Just in general, I've just had a really bad summer. All right. A lot of things going on. I did need Alex and her YouTube drama to screw things up because my life is already tricky. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye.